morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to Bariatrics and Beyond, the podcast where we talk about life before and beyond bariatric surgery. So grab yourself a drink and get comfy because on today's Valentine's Day episode, we have a couple. So please welcome Regina and Sara.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. So can you introduce both of yourselves and tell us everything that we need to know about you two?
So my name is Sara. I'm a news producer for a national news organization. And this is my fiance, Regina. And we met back in 2023 on Bumble. So that's kind of where we met.
So those apps do work.
Hey, this one does.
Really?
So,
Apps work. I for a while was gonna give up, and then I met Sara, and yeah.
Oh my God, because I'm like petrified of the apps. I don't know.
Oh, it's scary. It's definitely scary. But, for us, it was kind of like an immediate just click.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of seemed to work.
Nice.
And it was almost like, when they say you meet your person, sometimes it's like fireworks and all of this. And for me, it was like a moment of quiet.
Oh my God, I love that.
Everything kind of silenced, all the noise in my brain. And it was kind of like, this person has this effect on me. This is something that I need in my life. This is my other half.
You're going to make me cry early
on. Regina, did you feel the same or was it like loud fireworks?
I instantly knew at our first date. Mind you, I was late to our first date and I lived a block away.
Yeah. During a snowstorm.
Okay, well, there was a snowstorm. So there's an excuse.
Yeah,
okay.
So I did walk.
Aw.
I did walk and I was late.
How late? Regina, how late were you?
15 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Late.
Anything after that?
That's true. But no, I knew instantly that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with Sara.
Stop.
And we, even the bartender, because it's a bar near where I work, and I got there early because I'm chronically early, and
opposites
she's
attract.
chronically late.
Yeah.
I got there, and the bartender was like, "You look really pretty. Like this person better be worth it."
Aww.
And I'm like, "Yeah, she was." So
yeah, like it worked. All right, so you were late to the bar, but as soon as you've seen each other, it was meant to be, right?
It was instant. And then the more we talked, one of the first things that Reggie said to me was, I just want you to know I'm having bariatric surgery.
Yeah.
She's like, I've already lost X amount of weight. I'm on this health journey. I want to do the surgery. I'm, planning on it. What do you think, essentially? Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's perfect. I'm like, I recently at that point, this was like February of 2023, was taking Saxenda. Mm-hmm. So I started losing a little bit of weight. Mm-hmm. And we were both like, okay, we're committed to this health journey. Let's go on it together. And she was actually the one who convinced me to look into weight loss surgery and bariatric surgery.
That is so cool.
And then I heard about EOC from, oddly enough, my therapist.
Oh my God, that's the first I've heard. That's great. Did she have surgery with us too, or
she did not? But one of her very good friends did.
Okay.
So she said, I had been talking about weight loss surgery, and I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking about going to Mexico. I've narrowed it down to a couple places. I don't really know what. This is uncharted territory for me. I don't really know what I'm doing. And she's like, here's EOC. One of my best friends went here. She's gotten plastic. She's gotten the sleeve surgery. Everything's worked out perfectly. My job as your therapist is to guide you and to send you somewhere safe and that we know is going to be, reliable and executed properly. And here you go. Here's the number.
That's awesome. I love that.
I looked into it and it was the best decision we made.
Yeah. So Sara actually had her surgery first.
Okay.
Back in last year in December.
Yeah, December of 24.
And then I went ahead and did it a few months later in August. That same year, but in August.
Yeah, August of 25. So I had surgery December of 24, and you had surgery August of 25.
A few months later. So, but when you, Reggie, can I call you Reggie or you go by Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie is
okay, because
perfect,
I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I was calling you that. So when you initially told Sarah, hey, I'm having bariatric surgery, was Mexico in your mind or were you looking locally?
So originally, I was in the process of having surgery in the U.S.
Gotcha.
And I was I was going through the process and everything, and I had lost at that point. I had lost about what I've lost now. I've lost about 80 pounds, and I was on Manjaro.
Gotcha.
And my doctors wanted me to go ahead and try the weight loss journey first for a year, and then we'll go ahead and consider surgery. Unfortunately, my health insurance then did not cover the surgery anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, and then I lost my job. So that was also kind of like a little snag in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And then we then decided to go ahead and look into surgery in Mexico. And then your therapist suggested EOC,
Nice.
and we went from there.
We have quite a few friends that have had bariatric surgery, most of them in the US.
Okay.
Correct.
But we had always kind of like talked to them and they're like, well, maybe you should look into Mexico and see. And we were kind of like, okay, maybe, we don't know. But then, we kind of reached a point, and with both of us, she lost her job for a year. We were recently engaged. We're living off one income. I couldn't afford Saxenda anymore. You weren't on Manjaro anymore.
Yeah.
She gained her weight back. I gained my weight back.
That's what I hear. With those shots, the minute you stop them, it comes back.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Whereas, having weight loss surgery, you have all of the support and knowledge from other people as well that can like help you along the way. And some of these shots are so brand new too. It's kind of hard to navigate.
Yeah. That's true.
But we had that moment where we're like, okay, we're right where we started.
Right.
We gained all this weight back. This is not what we want for our future. This is not what we want for our kids. We want to be good examples.
Yeah.
And do something sustainable. That's a lifestyle change.
Yes, that's what I tell everybody all the time. This is a lifestyle change. And the thing with the medications, it's like realistically, like I think when you start it, you got to be honest with yourself. Am I going to take this for the rest of my life?
Right.
Like financially, is it feasible for everyone? Right. For most people, it's not. Even if your insurance covers it, like there's going to come a point where it probably doesn't anymore. So, it's
and that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
It got to a point where like, oh, okay, you seem like you've lost a good amount. Your A1C is back to normal. Because originally that's why I started the shots, because my A1C levels were extremely high. And as soon as my A1C levels was regulated, my insurance cut me off from the injections, and then I lost my job.
So it was kind of like a crazy storm that happened. And then we, as a couple collectively, decided, what's holding us back?
Yeah.
What is it fear? Like, is it just because we're a little scared? Like that hasn't stopped us with anything else that we've done. So we just took the leap, and, she was my companion. I was her companion.
I was going to ask that. Okay. What did you think being a companion? I want both of your perspectives on being a companion because it's completely different than surgery. So, did you have fun as companions? Because, like, it's you're there for support, but you get it's pretty fun.
So, with Sarah going first, I was able to go ahead and indulge in all the food, and everything that Mexico had to go ahead and offer, and I loved it. And then being on the opposite side of it, I was like, I want a piece of steak. I want this. And I couldn't have it.
And Sarah was like, but it tastes real good and payback.
I was like, was this what you went through? And vice versa?
Right. But I think you got the better end of the deal because Sarah was post-op, so she couldn't even eat as much, but you could go ham. You could be like, yep, I want it all,
But it was still enjoyable as like a companion to just taste the other stuff.
No, it is true.
that was good. But
I did indulge in that soup though. That soup across the street is
It's amazing. It's like crack. I'm like, what do they put? I'm like, I'm convinced it's just like drippings and like it's
but it's so
delicious.
Good. I probably asked Sarah 3 times to go to that restaurant and get soup while I was chilling in our hotel.
Did.
Yeah. Especially when you're on the liquid diet, you're like, this is and also pre-op, you're like, this is the best thing I've had in 3 weeks. You know? Yeah. It's crazy when you get excited about soup broth. Like that's when you know it's serious.
And truthfully, even though I did have a lot of soup in my pre-op and post-op, I still love soup.
Can I tell you? So do I.
Yeah.
I do.
I enjoy a good cup of soup.
Same. I love soup. Yeah. Everyone's like, I never want to see broth again. I'm like, I love soup. So
I can't do Jell-O.
Nah, me either.
That I couldn't go back to.
The texture for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just
mushy.
Yeah. No. I'd rather just drink. I'd rather have a drink than have to like have
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. So what did your family think? Like when you guys were like, hey, we're not only we having weight loss surgery, but ta-da, we're going to Mexico. Were they like, did they just expect crazy from you or are they like, whoa? Because my family are used to my crazy antics. So, you know, just, okay.
You do whatever I want.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys look fun. So I'm like, it's not their first rodeo. Like, you know.
I think we're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family was, at first they were like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you?
Like total left field.
Right. Yeah. What are you doing? And then I explained it to them. I showed them all, I mean, everything from the paperwork that I was getting from my coordinator to the postings on like the EOC, like Facebook group. Mm-hmm. And slowly I just kind of convinced them. You know, my dad was the one that kind of held out the longest and was like, you need to call me the minute she's out of surgery, you know, and make sure everything's okay. But so he took the longest to convince. But my mom, even now, she's like, man, I should go do that.
Yeah. Come on, Mom.
My mother.
It's a family affair.
So we may be coming around for a third time.
Yes. Let's go.
So my sister was extremely supportive when I went ahead and told her. And I think she knew because I struggled with weight my entire life. She knew that this was something that I wanted to do and she was fully on board. Same with my nonna. My nonna was like, when I told her and I had to explain to her in Italian.
That's what I was going to say, you're Italian.
I am.
So am I. Good luck.
First generation American Italian.
Nice.
Both of my parents were born and raised there.
Oh, beautiful.
So Italian is my first language, and I actually I'm very fortunate to have my nonna still here.
Yeah, that's lucky.
But she was pretty supportive too.
She was.
And that's really surprising for a 90-year-old.
Yeah, she's very old school. But like, I remember like she told me she was like in Italian. She's like, you know yourself better than anyone. She's like, and you know, like, if this is what you need to go ahead and do, she's like, you have my full support. And I was like,
that means a lot. Yeah. You know, because
we love Nonna.
Yeah. Aww.
She's a spicy little Italian.
Of course, they all are. They're the best. Yeah, same with mine. My grandma at the time, well, I say at the time, she's passed away now, but, you know, you think that because of their older generation, they're going to be like, don't do that. That's great. You know, but my nan was like, do it, love. Do it. And I'm like, okay. Granted, I told them I'm going to California to have my surgery because but I'm in another country anyway. So it does, you know, what's the difference, you know?
Exactly.
But, you know, after I came out, I was like, actually, I'm in Mexico. They're like, of course you are. But hey, look, it worked out. Look at me now. I work for EOC now. So who would have thought that back then? So can we like backtrack about talk me through like the story of both of your weights? Like, did you, I know you said Reggie, you said you struggled with weight for a lifetime, but did you, Sarah, or was it something that happened later on in life?
So I've always struggled with weight. I mean, and I feel like we all hear about like, you know, I was 9 or 10 and I was on Weight Watchers you know, Atkins or something. And, you know, I was just another one of those. It was back and forth my whole life. And I think weight has always kind of been a touchy subject for me. And I, before surgery, had some food intolerances that I dealt with. So that was also a contributing factor to kind of like the fluctuation in weight and being a little bit heavier because I couldn't really tolerate like high fructose corn syrup or the sugar in fruit and dairy and things like that. So it was very like a carb centric diet. But surgery, thank you, EOC, because I would have done this even if it weren't for like the weight loss is a plus.
Yeah.
Right.
But this changed my life. I do not have those same food intolerances anymore.
Really?
I can eat a full balanced diet. I can have an apple and I'm fine.
Nice.
I don't
garlic.
I can have garlic. It doesn't make me
that makes
sick.
Cooking so much more fun.
It's, oh my God.
Yeah.
Especially with garlic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Especially when you're Italian.
Right. Italian and onions and stuff. I couldn't eat.
Wow.
Before,
so one of the first things when Sarah went ahead and told me that she had like a food intolerance, like and allergies and things like that. And when she told me that the first one was garlic, and I was like,
yeah, this ain't gonna work out. I thought we were soulmates. However,
I like everything I cook with has got garlic in some way, some form.
It all starts with garlic and onion, and then you just go from there.
Exactly. Then you build up. So, anyway, that was a side note. Sorry. A great plus that happened through EOC.
That's
a beautiful
cool.
miracle. I can eat whatever I mean,
it's
reason,
more,
but I can eat whatever I want.
More of a wider variety now. So that's great.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love
but
that.
yeah, I was over 200 pounds by the time I was in I think I was 180 in third grade.
Yeah.
So I was always a really big kid. Granted, I'm 5'8", so I'm a little bit taller too. But, I basically hit the 300 pound mark and was like, that's enough. Like, I need to do something to change this. But
did you have an aha moment?
I think, yes,
okay.
I did. We were in St. Louis, and
do I know this?
I was going to say, is Reggie hearing this for the first time?
She might be.
Okay.
But it was kind of an extended aha moment. I was on Sixenda. We were in St. Louis for Mardi Gras. And we were eating and drinking. Something got to me and I passed out.
Oh, wow.
And hit the floor. It was scary. But either way, my entire weight fell on my knees. And I think that was like the aha moment of like, this is exactly how much weight you're carrying every single day and how much it's hurting you. Because after I fell, it took me months to recover from that. I couldn't walk right. I would have to stand up and give myself a second. Right. I couldn't move right out of the chair. And I know it was, sure, I fell, but it was the sheer fact of how much weight hit. On my knee when I went down. So, had the surgery, and this was still an issue with me, getting up and having issues walking right away and kind of needing a minute. And I noticed once I kind of hit the 50-pound mark, that's gone.
Nice.
I don't have the joint pain. I don't have the, any of that. But yeah, that was kind of oh my God, you hear about overweight people and how much their bones hurt. Yeah. But I'm 32. I don't.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
That's not me. Yeah. And then when it starts to affect you, you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it
anymore. I love that. What about you, Reggie?
So because I've always fluctuated with weight, the first time I would have to say it was just keeping up with. So I'm pretty short, so my leg span is already small.
I feel ya.
And all of my friends are very tall, so keeping up with them is a workout.
Yeah, we got to do double strides.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
know.
It's
yeah, I'm short
and
too.
my family laughs at me because they call me lungopiedi, which means long feet, even though I don't. And the only reason why they call me that is because I walk so fast, but it's also to like keep up with all my tall people.
Mm-hmm.
But it got to the point where I'd be walking with my friends and they'd be like a block ahead of me already, and I'd be behind, struggling and catching my breath, and I couldn't keep up with them. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Now it's like after surgery, it's now the complete opposite, where I'm like pretty much like running.
The leader of the pack. You're like, catch me if you can.
Yeah. And I think I kind of had like a couple aha moments as well. I remember vividly, we were out to dinner, I think maybe for your birthday or something. We were at the Italian place that we went with Frankie.
Oh, and Marcello.
And remember we afterwards we're like, well, there's some shops down here. Let's go look at them. Maybe we'll grab dessert. This was way before surgery. And then we'll walk back to the restaurant and Uber home. And we got about a half a block and we were so out of breath. We looked at each other and we're like, we can't even do this. Yeah. And we had been planning on surgery.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is the right decision.
Yeah.
Like we can't even walk to go to a local store.
Yeah. And don't try and have a conversation with me while I'm walking.
No. Right.
I can't walk and talk at the same time. That was me. Just like, I can't walk and talk at the same time. So
no.
But the best you're going to get is a, cool.
But she broke down into tears
and
on the sidewalk because she's like, I can't even do this. Like, I'm not living my life right now. So that was kind of the couple like, aha.
Yeah.
When it affects like just the daily activities, it's not even like those huge things. It's like the daily things. Same thing with me. Like I remember flying to LA and meeting up with a bunch of friends, and everyone was having such a good weekend because it was like 4th of July or something. We all were like, oh, let's go to the thrift store, and Kayla's going to style everyone from the thrift store because I love it. That's what I do. And everyone was just, we're walking our way to the thrift store and it was middle of summer. It was so hot. And I just remember I couldn't keep up with the group. I was tagging along in the back. And one of my friends actually, so I used to work at Thunder from Down Under, which is like an male strip show. So it was all the Thunder Boys and me. And everyone's like powering, in front. And then one of the Thunder Boys noticed that like, oh, she's not keeping up. So he just like hung back and he just like didn't make it feel awkward, but I felt so awkward, because I noticed that he noticed that I was struggling and he was just the nicest guy. And I was like, oh, this is really sad that I can't even keep up. So that was one of my aha moments as well.
Yeah.
And it's something simple because a lot of people who have never struggled with it will not know that you're struggling. They don't understand like just the regular day-to-day activities. So, but then I went back to the room and like I had a great time styling them all in like silly clothes. But I went back to the room and I just cried because I was like, oh my gosh, like that was like that walk was just so hard. And I never like just the normal day-to-day things. I'm like, I never want to have to go through that again because I've always been that bright, fun, vibrant girl. Like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And then I started to not do things because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do it, or I'm not going to be able to fit, or I can't keep up. And then when I stopped being Kayla, I was like, oh, okay, I need help now, because
Colorado, that was another. It just brought me like hikes and stuff like that. Was because we're both very outdoorsy. We love to travel and things like that.
I love that.
Sarah had surprised me with a trip to Colorado, and with the elevation as well. That took the elevation compared to Chicago to Colorado is a huge difference. So like it takes even more of a toll on someone who is overweight and struggles. And walking was like I couldn't keep up with the group because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah. It's rough, huh? So let's switch gears and talk about, because you guys went through the process but at different times, let's talk about the pre-op diet and the post-op diet and going through them separately. Did you guys just go like, I'm going to do it with you, or did you do it separately? And how was that? Was it hard? Tell me all about that.
So it was kind of funny. We were talking about this morning.
Oh, okay.
Sure. That's why it's funny. But like we were talking about like which is harder, pre-op or post-op. And pre-op to me was the hardest thing.
Right.
It was so hard to like, okay, you can only eat these foods and this measurement, and like it's strict for a reason.
Yeah.
But it was just hard to like eat the same thing every day too,
Mm.
because we kind of got into a groove. You don't have to eat the same thing on pre-op, obviously.
Right.
But like we got into a groove.
It's a no-brainer if you do, though. You don't have to think. You're just like, oh, I'll just do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We kind of got into that
weeks.
like, just, okay, every day routine, do it. Cook 1 egg in the morning and do this and do that. So it just kind of like felt, I don't know, like it was
so redundant. You struggled
with that. I struggled with eating on the pre-op because I was like,
I had to come up with a lot of recipes so that she would because like it would get to the point where she's like, no, I don't want it.
So
like it would get to the point where she wouldn't want to eat at all.
Gotcha.
Even on her pre-op. And I was like, you have to eat. You have to eat a little bit.
Yeah.
I was a little bit brash.
Luckily, it was very much where like I was coming up with new recipes and snacks and things that we were like able to have
that were all cleared on the EOC.
Correct.
But it was just getting a little creative. But
that's it.
The first round, she did a lot of it with me.
Okay. That's nice.
Lost about, it was like an altar. She had some like dairy and, things like that. But you lost about, I think, like 25, 30 pounds.
I did.
Doing the pre-op with me.
Yeah. Because it's a really good anti-inflammatory diet, but it's not something you can sustain as a lifestyle, right? So it's just like that quick, get all the information down.
And
like it's like almost like a detox cleanse. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the second time around, I feel like you had so much experience dealing with me being a pain in the butt that you were like, okay, I can have this, I can have that, I can have this.
You already had the practice.
I was already like, I have all the recipes in my head and
we know what we like better than others.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I was making a lot of, at the time because mine was like my surgery was in the summer. So I had a garden. I did a garden for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So I had a nice little tomato garden. I had Roma, I had yellow, and I had cherry tomatoes. And I made so much salsa.
That's cool.
Like fresh, like tomato salsa, like bruschetta without the mozzarella.
But for her, post-op was a lot harder.
Yeah.
Was it?
For me, it was, you don't really get that feeling of hunger back, especially right away. But food didn't repulse me. It still looked good. So I was able to like stay on the post-op pretty nicely.
For me, I felt like post-op was like, yes, I would want it, or like I would see it, but like I got annoyed with Jell-O right away after surgery.
Yep.
So like Jell-O was just that
was a no-go.
It was a no-go. And broths for a while I couldn't. I was just like, like I didn't. And then other like trying like incorporating new foods, it was just kind of like I didn't want it, or like I just wanted something different, or it wasn't what I was craving at that moment.
Yeah.
Like pre-op was very easy for me, and I think it was because I had already gone through it.
Yeah, and you can get a little bit more creative with pre-op, but post-op it's not so much a diet. It's more so like, okay, you need to do this while your stomach is healing, so you can't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like you have to have soft, you have to have mush, and it sounds like you're a creative.
I think I got excited at the point of when I was able to have fruit.
Okay, yeah.
At that point, I was, and because that was, and I don't know why pre-op that was the one thing I craved was fruit during pre-op.
Yeah,
I was like, I want a bite of a watermelon. I want something fruity.
Yeah.
So when the smoothie phase came in, the smoothie phase. Yeah. When the smoothie phase went ahead and came around, I was like, yes, I'm having bananas. I'm having watermelon smoothies. I am having fruit.
Yeah. But it's interesting too. Like post-op has been so, I don't know, like enlightening to an extent. It's like after surgery, and I'm sure you hear this a lot, but it's like your taste buds change.
Yeah.
And what you crave changes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was almost for us, and we both said this right after surgery, it's almost like our bodies knew this is what was meant to happen.
It needed. It's
And
like,
we
I've been
started-
craving this for a while, and you're finally listening to me.
Right. Like
Yeah.
we got it done, and then we like, started craving it. I was always a huge sweets person.
Yep.
Dessert, my name all over it.
Mhm.
But like post-op and like doing the diet and stuff, I mean, we were craving salads
Mm.
and veggies and crunch, and and it's even true to like this day. We're like, well, what do you have a craving for? It's not McDonald's.
Right.
We're like, oh, we want herb crusted salmon and peas. Like
Okay,
what
fancy
are we?
pants.
I know. Like, but we've gotten so into cooking too.
That's
like,
cool.
We did.
We
Mhm.
cook so much
We do.
Yeah.
because of it.
And we're still learning.
Yeah.
So we're still in the process of like trying to like we've gotten better. Especially like specific my family. I have a huge family. So like, and Sarah has a huge family. So we're so used to cooking for so many people.
Yeah, same.
So when it came to like, okay, we got to cook just for us, it definitely we had a lot of leftovers.
Yeah.
Because we would make a meal and it would be, even though it doesn't seem like it's a lot, for us, it's a lot.
Now
And
it
we
is,
would
yeah.
get to the point where like, okay, this is going to be for 3 meals now.
Uh-huh.
So this is going to be all the leftovers we have.
It's either that or we feed all of our family.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. And it's in our blood as Italians too, because my
Yes.
dad's Italian. And when me and my sisters, we actually all moved to America. And I said to my mum, how's dad going cooking now? Because if anyone walks into a house, my dad's got pasta boiling and a pizza in the oven. I said, how's dad going? Just cooking for you and him now? Like, because he always cooks for an army. She's like, oh, he just cooks for the whole neighborhood now. So he still cooks the same amount. He just takes it to all the neighbors. And I'm like, yeah, checks.
That's
Yeah, like
pretty much what we do.
because we don't follow a recipe either, like you don't follow this amount of grams of it. No. You just
No.
a whole box of pasta. Yeah. I honestly, I still cook like that too. And I'm my dad's daughter. I take it to my neighbors as well. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I don't want it in the house. Like, especially if it's like, oh, I'm going to treat myself to a nice pasta one night or whatever. I'll get what I need. And then I'm like, here you go, neighbors. But it is hard. It is hard to like learn how, like the portions, because our eyes don't change. You know what I mean?
No.
This doesn't change, but our stomachs are like, girl, who you fooling? Yeah.
Workers laugh at me all the time because they're like, I don't order for myself. And I pretty much tell my coworkers, because I can't eat so much, is like, okay, what are you getting? Oh, you're getting this? Okay, I'm going to want a couple bites of that. And then I'm like, can we share it?
Can we share?
It's like,
I'll try somebody else's stuff.
Right.
Where did we go that we did that at a bachelorette?
Oh, I love that.
A seafood place. And everybody's ordering. And I'm like, I'm not going to order anything. I'm going to literally take a bite of everybody's dish.
That is
and I'm
genius.
going to be full by the time it goes around.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
But
actually brilliant. No, it is. It is brilliant. It's a good idea. It's like, I'm a cheap date. Yeah, no, for real. It's true. All right. So let's talk about life after bariatric surgery. How has your lifestyle and your habits changed, and your relationship as well? Like, how is all that?
Oh, I'm a lot more, the confidence is there. I finally, look in the mirror and feel like I'm seeing who I am for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's refreshing and validating, and just, it gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling all the time. Like, okay, like you look the way you think you look.
Yes.
Because especially beforehand, I had pretty bad body dysmorphia of like, I thought I looked thinner than what I was. And it wasn't really clicking that I was as big as what I was until I saw photos.
Yep.
So now that's kind of, okay, that's me in photos. I can, I'm happy with
There she is. That's who, like, you are who you've always thought you were or you meant to be, you know? Like,
exactly. Like, she's here. She's
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I think that's been a big change. And then as like a couple, you know, we've always been very like adventurous and like really into travel and all of that. But this has only made us like more
wanting to do more, wanting to be able to get out. Like, one of the things that I definitely want to go ahead and do is zip lining.
Do you?
I do. I really do. And I was always worried because there's a weight restriction on zip lining. And I always exceeded that weight limit. So like, I never tried to go, like, I never tried because I didn't want to be that one that got stuck or like something happens. So like, zip lining is in my near future, you know? So I want to go zip lining.
You got to come to Vegas and do it. Do it over Fremont Street.
I want to. So we're thinking of maybe coming out in September.
Oh, really?
Sarah's birthday's in September.
Oh, perfect.
So we want to do a little getaway.
So we want to do a little getaway.
Nice.
And we're thinking,
Yeah, heck yeah. September's a good time of year too, because like it's still warm, but it's not like, I'm going to die hot. Like it's a good. Yeah, that's a good time. Let me know if you guys come. I'm crashing, okay?
Oh, yes.
I'm crashing the party. I'm like, where are you BFFs? I love you guys.
I'm trying to think of like what else, you know, like the surgery I feel like has only made us stronger. It's another like commonality that we have.
Yeah.
It's another like,
we could say we did it together.
Yeah,
we
love that.
We did.
Yeah. Like we didn't do it at the exact same time, but like, you know, we were there for the whole journeys. We were with each other at our largest, and now we're going to be with each other at our smallest.
Yeah.
At our most unhealthiest, at our healthiest.
Yeah.
Like we.
I got to ask, you love that? I love you too. Is that, you know, because like not one journey is the same, like, and this isn't a linear thing, like, is it?
Yeah.
So let's just say one of you loses more weight than the other, or someone's like having a, you know, an easier week or something. Like, is there any like, damn it, like, or is it just support?
I feel like a support. I mean, like it's all support. Like, don't get me wrong, we have like those. I don't want to say like competition. Like, it's not competition, but like very much so like motivation. Like I see Sarah and how well she's doing and dropping in size, and I feel like that motivates me more as well.
I love that.
Yeah,
because some partners would be like jealous of that. You know what I mean? And
like it's not like, I'm so proud of how far Sarah has come, and like it just encourages me more to do the same. Yeah, right. Well, Sarah, you're what, like 8 months ahead of.
Yeah. About that. You know what I mean? Like so it's also kind of like just like a, you know, like a mirror ball, not a mirror ball, a crystal ball, like in case, you know, so you can kind of see, well, this is where I'm going to be in 8 months. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So that's also kind of cool, like something to get excited to and like motivated about. But that's cool because, and I want to do an episode on this. Maybe I'll do it in September when you guys are here, because I want to have a couple that are very successful together after weight loss surgery, and I want to interview some people whose relationships flop after it, and you know, because again, it's not one way, but I think it really helps to have a supportive partner, whether or not you're doing it together or not. You know, like because it's a make or break.
I truly do see like a lot of that support groups. That is one of the biggest things that a lot of people struggle with is not having that support from your significant other. And I'm like, it's like, that makes me sad. Yeah, like I can't imagine not having you.
Oh, no, and it is sad. I'm one of them.
Yeah. Supporting me.
Yeah, no, it's really hard. And I think here's my take on that. If you're going into weight loss surgery and already before you do it, your partner's kind of not on board, there's other issues. There's something, you know, it's it's not always about the weight. It's not always about that. There's something else. I didn't have a supportive husband going into it. He did not want me to have the surgery. He even told me, I'm not sure if I'm going to be attracted to you if you lose weight. And I said, well, if you want me around.
I wish I could swear, but I can't.
You can swear. Go ahead.
I won't.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
Yeah. But you know what? It is what it is. And I was like, well, I need to do this. It was not about a looks thing for me. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care if you would prefer me looking heavier, but like I need to be around for a long time. And, I did it and we still stayed married for a long time, but he wasn't that cheerleader. I would say, oh my God, look at me. Like even when I did my skin removal, I'd be like, look, my arms, I got boobs now. And he'd be like, well, what do you expect? And he just did not cheer for me. And it's okay because I think I kind of turned that around and that propelled me. But I have a sister who's like my biggest cheerleader and I freaking love her. But if you don't have that support system, like it can be hard. And I'm divorced now. But yeah, my husband was not supportive but he did warn me. He's like, I might not be attracted to you when you're thinner. And lo and behold, he was not attracted to me. So, but you can't help physically what you like, I guess. He likes what he likes and I'm not it. But it is what it is. It's not, but I do want to have like a talk about that because it can go so many different ways after weight loss surgery. Some people find their voice and some partners get jealous. It's like, but I love to hear this. I love to hear the support and supportive partners, but the fact that you guys did it together as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only thing like my love had a little bit of.
I did. She had a little insecurity.
A couple of moments when I was going in for surgery where not, like in the weeks before and stuff, where she told me, you're not going to find somebody thinner, are you? Oh. You're not going to leave me, are you?
Yeah.
And I was like, and we had this conversation a couple times and I sat her down. I'm like, we're doing this journey together.
Yeah.
We signed up for this together. Like we have an end goal. We know where we're going. Like this is not I'm suddenly, changing my lifestyle and how I look and all this and I'm going to leave you. That's not
exactly.
It was 100% positive from the beginning.
Yeah.
Even when, it was her idea first and I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Right.
We can do it. Like,
right.
It wasn't like, why is still my idea?
So when Reggie went in for surgery, did you have the same talk with her just as a joke? Like, listen, I would have.
Listen.
Yeah. You're not going to leave me, are you?
No, we didn't have.
No, we didn't.
Well, that's funny. Like, you're right behind me. Like,
we locked in, so now you can't leave.
That's it. Oh my God, I love it. So what's next for you two? When are you getting married, by the way? I didn't hear about that.
We're getting married April 11th of this year.
Oh my God, it's coming up.
6 days or something like
it
that.
It is. I have it written on. My coworkers are so excited for me. They have it written on our whiteboard, and it's a daily check every single day.
It's like an advent calendar. That's cool.
So we're at 66 days because it was updated today.
And you're getting married in Chicago?
In a suburb. Yeah,
okay, nice. Where's the honeymoon?
So we're doing a mini moon first. Because, and we're just going to like Michigan, just hang out at like an Airbnb. Cool. But then for our 1 year, we're really going to do our honeymoon and do a 3-week excursion in Italy.
Oh, that's awesome, you guys. Hey, I just thought of something. When's your birthday? You said it's September's your birthday, Sarah. When in September?
22nd. The 22nd.
Oh, you know what you should do instead? I mean, you should come to Vegas as well. But we're having a cruise, right? The EOC, we're having a cruise.
We had just talked about that.
You guys should come. Do it for your birthday because it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like end of September, like maybe the week after your birthday. You guys should do it. There's like, I think there's, yes, we're going out of Louisiana. And so we're doing a pre-party in New Orleans first. So we're all going to party, the day before, the night before. Come on, you guys have to come. And then we're doing Mexico. Okay, I just think we've just planned your birthday party, Sarah.
Love that.
You should. Oh my God, because you guys would get along well with everyone coming. Like we have I think we have like 200 people right now coming.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's
Okay,
getting
we'll
bigger and
talk-
bigger. There's not many spaces left, but you guys,
we need to hop onto it then.
you guys would love it. And then just come to Vegas, like, either before or after, but, because Vegas is always going to be there. Vegas is always going to be there.
Sarah's always trying to go to Vegas. So
I didn't blame you. Yeah, anytime is good for Vegas.
There's a flight available. She's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get really cheap flights. You were like, we can get there for like $100. Like, let's just go.
Exactly.
We keep looking. We do keep looking at flights. We're always looking at flights.
You guys are my people. I do the same.
Yes.
We all do the same.
Somewhere.
Yes.
Always somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Road trip, flying.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be the wedding and then travel and then I'm a couple pounds away from Wonderland.
Ooh,
so
what are you going to do to celebrate?
I want Sarah to do.
This is what I'm going to do.
So I work in in a corporate office. I work as a key account manager, but on the side, I'm also a photographer.
Nice.
So I want Sarah to do either a boudoir or whatever she feels comfortable with. But I wanted her to do a photo shoot for her.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do for you.
That would be beautiful.
I think it'd be very cute.
That would be amazing. Yeah. And to have your partner shoot it for you, yes, rather than some creepy guy. And they're like, all right, so just arch your back.
Be comfortable.
Yes.
And this will be yours. Well, for me.
Yeah. And then you can just do some black and white nudes, Sarah's only. She's the only one that's going to see it.
Exactly.
That's great. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think you should do that.
We'll do that and who knows, maybe we'll take a little trip to celebrate. We'll see.
Yeah, Vegas. And do that. Vegas. Or you can just come and do the shoot out here because we have so many places. We have so many. Actually, you can come shoot at my place. I've got one of my rooms is very Gothic Victorian, perfect for boudoir. Yeah, because I moved into a place that they just rented out for photos, and I'm like, well, I need to live here.
Oh.
And then another one is very Moroccan. Yes, come shoot at my place. There you go.
Oh my God, yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Text me.
I'll be there with my equipment. I'll ship it over.
Yeah, no, seriously. We'll connect after this.
Yes.
But if you guys want to do that, yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah, come. Just get a flight. You can stay with me. Yeah, come get a flight. Stay with me. Okay, one more question before I let you guys go. Advice. What kind of advice would you give anyone, A, seeking bariatric surgery, and B, doing it together as a couple?
I think seeking bariatric surgery, what are you waiting for?
Yeah,
go
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Be brave. Take the jump. It'll be the best decision of your life. Don't wait to start your new life.
No.
There's no reason to.
One of the things that I am a true believer of is I wish I do it sooner. If you thought it, do it yesterday.
Yeah, that's my only regret too. Is not doing it years ago. I wish I did it in my 20s.
I've done it when it was first brought up to me from one of my doctors. I just do it. Just do it. And if you're a couple thinking of doing it, it's it's one of the best things that we could have done.
Yeah. If your foundation is strong.
Yeah.
And your partner is as supportive as Reggie is. Mm-hmm. And thanks.
You guys are goals. You guys are goals. If anyone out there is watching, this is couple goals, okay?
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, find, if you're doing it as a couple, strong foundation, and then somebody who, how you said, is going to be your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody who's, every inch lost, every pound that's gone, every workout that you do, every meal that you cook needs to be there to say, you're doing a great job. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what you should be doing. Yeah. And yeah. So.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for taking the time out to
having us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like I made 2 new friends. So I'm so happy about this episode. If nothing else, we're doing a Vegas photo shoot. and
Yes,
the cruise.
absolutely.
And the
I love
cruise. But I love
We'll
learning.
make this happen.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. I feel like we're all doers. We're just going to get it done.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much. And thank you for sharing your journey with the world. And hopefully we'll see you also on the cruise. So make sure you email Michelle because spots are going quick. Okay.
Okay.
Get on that, girls.
We're gonna jump on this right away.
Right away. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week on Bariatrics and Beyond. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.